today's the day. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's not every day that you stumble across upon a gem in the cycling industry. And I've made a video of my own bike many moons ago, but it was a team frame. And if I say team and you know exactly what I'm talking about, then you'll know where I might be going with this next video. Now I've stumbled upon this bike working inside the store. I did a Merida video. Now this is the same client's bike as well. It's in for service. Super cool bike, and I thought, I've got this here. I might just as well show you guys how it looks, specs, weight, and obviously my likes and dislikes on this bike. And as you guys know, I'll always weigh the bike. So yeah, let's get into this video. Now there's just something that will always put a smile on my face when it comes to something like this. It's the way the bike's put together, the coloring, the weight, just how everything works. You'll never really understand it until you ride something like this. Now my frame I had the team edition frame, but it was built with the SLX group set and a bit lower end components. And so I didn't have the full experience on a bike like that. But one of my friends, if you look at my Specialized Epic Ride Part 3, he's got a Merida team edition, and I can't wait till we go ride again just to take that thing for a spin again. And like I said, I do enjoy my Specialized at the moment, but this just puts a smile on my face. And I think it's the coloring, how everything's put together, the RS1 suspension, everything just looks good. If it's because it's a small frame, I'm not sure. It's 27.5 inches, it's not a 29er, but it just looks very good. Let me share some of my good thoughts with you guys. Throwing this clip in here, it should have been inside the whole what I like and don't like about this bike. I just forgot to hit record while I was weighing the bike. So I'm quickly going to weigh the bike and I'll show you guys the weight on this, so just check. Alright, so just the weight on this bike, 10.22. I think it's quite light for a full suspension mountain bike. So let's get back to the rest of the video. Once again guys, just before I start with this is not a paid ad or endorsement or anything. It's once again just a bike that I really like, and I'm going to share the things that I like about this bike with you guys, because there's so many things that I do like, and then there's I think probably just one or two things that I might have changed on this bike. I don't dislike it, but I might just have changed it. And the first thing I'm going to start with is obviously this RS1 suspension here. Now there's a lot of people that don't like that. I don't know why, but I love that. I'm absolutely in love with this bike and how this suspension makes this bike look. It's a very light suspension. At a point they said there was a bit of play on there because it's the independent stanchions here at the bottom. But I haven't felt anything on this bike and on my friend's bike that I've ridden for a little bit. They really just look super cool. I'm not the biggest fan of SRAM brakes, so that's one of the things I would have changed. But they've sorted out the problem with these, so they are better. I just like the feel of the Shimano brakes, but that's just me. If you like the SRAM brakes, it's very good brakes. I like how these looks. They look super nice, super sleek. It just works with the bike. all the carbon components they've got on here just makes the bike pop. So the one thing I don't like will obviously the brakes, and then the other thing I don't like, I'm going to say this so it's out of the way, I'm not the biggest fan of the hydraulic lockout. I don't know why. I just enjoy the cable lockout so much better than that. The RockShox is very nice here at the back. The full carbon, when they say full carbon, it's a carbon link, it's a carbon rear triangle, and it's a carbon front triangle. And then what I like on this bike, what they've done is they've got the XX1 components on here, but it's the one without the gold. Now, you've got the gold cassette or cluster there at the back, which looks super cool. But I just like how the matte coloring without the gold flows with the whole bike. It just makes the bike pop a lot. So as you guys know me, I'm a big SRAM components fan. So I just adore the XX1 that's on here. So I like the group set. I like the suspension at the back. The framing, if you see this in the sun, you can see all the weaves and all the layering of the carbon on it. Super, super nice. I love how everything works together. All the carbon components. Then they've put something on here. It's a power mimic saddle. Very, very good. Nice looking saddle from Specialized. It's a bit shorter. Also looks very well with the bike. I see they've lost that there. These things are super hard to find, and at a point they were difficult to get, but that's not a problem. We will sort that out. I just love the side roll cage they put on here. So that's my thoughts on this bike. I love the group set, the carbon frame. The wheels are still aluminium, and it's 27.5, which is not a problem. You get the guys that's riding 29er, guys 27.5. This is actually his wife's bike, or it's a lady's bike, and I also do prefer that. For the shorter ladies, 27.5 is a must. They just work that much better when cornering and handling, etc. So yeah, I love this bike. I love the suspension at the front. Only thing I just might have changed, not the biggest fan of, would be the hydraulic lock, and then these brakes. I've still got mine on my bike and I'm riding them, and I am getting used to them. It feels like you don't have enough grip on it when you just pull it, and it feels like you need a bit more, and you have to set these out so far to be able to feel that confidence on the bike that I like from what you get from Shimano. But obviously every brake company makes a brake for a different reason, for specific reasons and what they want them to do. So yeah, this is my thoughts on the Merida Team 96 27.5 bike. I'm going to do some motivation, and then I'll see you guys on the next video. Just before I start my motivation, I remember there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Here at the bottom, they've got a rubber sticker that they put on here, just to show the thought of this bike went a little bit further to protect your frame from all the stones and gravel hitting up against here. That big part that they've got there for your housings to come through. So yeah, that's just another thing I thought I want to share with you guys as well. I forgot to share that in the previous bit, but that's very, very nice, and it just shows that everything on this bike is thought through very, very well. Even the links here on the part there. So yeah, let's do the motivation. Yeah, so today is the day. Today's the day for speaking positive things, for thinking positive, and just for acting positive. In the previous video I spoke about getting yourself a happy space, or just friends that will be positive around you and create a happy space. And I want you guys to comment down below if you found that, and the ways that you are getting yourself into a happy space and things that create a happy space around you. I'd really love to hear that. But today I want to encourage you guys, speak positive. Every time something happens, and believe me, inside this store it happens a lot, where there's something that tries to break your spirit or just get you down, or you're struggling with something, and then I need to stand back, and I want to encourage you guys, stand back sometimes, just take a step back, breathe, take things a bit slower, and then move forward again. Always try to speak positive in a negative situation. Guys, be strong, stay safe, and never say never.